This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, parcel's just arrived, as you can probably tell by the little smiley arrow logo on the side there. It's from Amazon, and given the time of year, I've been ordering a fair bit of stuff from them of late, and I think I know what's inside here. But to be honest with you, this is roughly the size of box that Amazon would use to send out a plectrum, isn't it? So let's get unboxing and see what we've got inside. And that little piece of music that you heard a snippet of there on that clip is a tune called This Great Land, and it comes from my album Handles for Folks. So go and listen to it on Spotify, and I'll earn 0.05 of a penny. Anyway, here is what was inside, and a little mini effects pedal board thing, a Sonic 8 rock stage. Now, I've heard nothing but good things about these. There's a regular viewer to this channel, a lad called Ozzy, who's always kind of singing the praises of this little unit, and I've seen a few good demos online as well, but I was just curious to, try one for myself, so this is what I've done. These are about, I think I paid about 65 quid for this on Amazon, so it's not going to break the bank, but of course, that's only good value if it makes some, nice noises. So I'll tell you what, let's hook it all up and see what kind of sounds it produces. Okay then, here it is all hooked up. Simplicity itself really. I've just got the guitar going into this end of it here, and the output of it just coming out of a regular guitar lead, and that's going into the input of my audio interface, and there's your power connection. No need to consult the manual. So what we've got here is a chorus pedal, a rock amp pedal, which is basically like an overdrive effect, a delay pedal, and a reverb pedal. And each one of these effects has a number of parameters that you can adjust. For instance, with the chorus, you've got the speed and the depth. For the rock amp, you've got volume, tone, and gain. And these little controls here, they are quite small, but they're not really as fiddly as you would expect, and they have a nice positive feel to them. Delay, we have blend, which is obviously a mix control, repeat, how many repeats you get basically in terms of delays, and the delay time. And then for reverb, you get just a simple little mix control. This switch here is for cabinet simulation. Just basically a little bit of speaker emulation going on there. So let's first of all take a listen to the clean sound of my guitar. This is completely with everything switched off. My guitar sounds like this. So let's try a little bit of chorus first of all. So we'll switch that on, and that's quite a pleasant chorus effect. I often find many choruses tend to be a little bit over the top in terms of being in your face with the effect, but that's a nice kind of lush, but without being too kind of OTT sounding chorus. Before we get to the overdrive, let's put on a little bit of delay, see what sort of thing we can get going here with a bit of chorus. There you can hear the effects. I'm sure we could, if we turn the repeats all the way down, let's turn the chorus off. There, we've got a single repeat. Now let's see if we can dial in a little bit of Sun Studios kind of slapback. Yeah, that's pretty easy to dial in, actually. So let's go to something a little bit more kind of ambient and lush. Back on with the chorus, and this time let's have a little bit of reverb. Quite a big reverb. We'll just dial that back a little bit. You know, that's a very, very usable sound, and it took absolutely no dialing in whatsoever. But I guess the success of a unit like this is going to stand or fall on how well it gives you a convincing kind of driven tone. So let's turn on the rock amp. We've got the cabinet simulator on. I'm just going to turn everything to 12 o'clock, so volume, tone and gain at 12 o'clock, and let's see what happens when we hit a big thrangy open A chord. You know what? That's not bad at all. That's quite impressive, I reckon. Let's just see what happens if we kind of turn the gain right the way up. Everything else is still at 12 o'clock there. I could sit and play with that sound for hours. Let's see if we can, kind of really summon up the spirit of the 80s by kind of slathering it in chorus and delay and reverb as well. See what happens there. Yes, colour me impressed. That would have been an ideal go-to guitar sound for me in about 1986. Let's just kind of calm things down a little bit. Let's take the chorus off and see if I can get somewhere near my everyday kind of working sound. So I'm just going to take this delay down a bit like that. Back the reverb off. A little bit less gain, perhaps. Perhaps a little bit less delay in there, but we're getting somewhere near. Yeah, I mean, that's a sound I could use. That's a sound definitely I would be happy, putting my name to and saying that, this is a recording that I've made, which is, I guess, what I've just done. But, really, really impressed with how quickly you can dial in a very usable tone on this. No scrolling through menus, no messing around in what some people would call an immersive experience. This is just straight ahead meat and potatoes effects. You either turn them on or you turn them off. Obviously it's not programmable, and obviously it's not you can't set up patches that you can call up from from a memory bank somewhere, but this is just it's so simple and easy to use, and it's just a case of clicking an effect on or an effect off. So as long as you're not wanting, a million different types of overdrive sound all at your, I was going to say at your fingertips then, but at your feet. And again, same kind of thing with different delays and stuff. If you just want to go from like a clean sound to a dirty sound, and with maybe a bit of chorus and delay and reverb on or off as you decide, then this is ideal. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to set up that we've got this kind of fairly grunty sound going on. Let's just see how it cleans up from the guitar's volume control. So. You know what? That's not bad. Let me just thin the sound out on the guitar a bit by going to the out of phase sound. So that's a sound that you could quite easily use for, kind of rhythm guitar parts. And then when you want to go into your lead part, just crank up the guitar's volume. And you've got your lead sound there as well. Very, very impressed in the way that cleans up from, as I say, just from the guitar's volume. So there you go. That is a little bit of a look at the Sonic 8 Rock Stage. I'm impressed. Well, as I said in that clip there, very, very impressed with these sounds. It really does sound like a proper, like you're playing through, a proper amp, to be honest with you. That rock amp kind of pedal on here, basically the overdrive pedal, has a very, very martially kind of tone to it, which suits me down to the ground. The overall feel of this thing is very substantial. It doesn't feel like a budget piece of kit. It's an all metal construction, and all the switches feel really, kind of like they'll take some punishment, I was expecting these controls on the front here, these little knobs here, which, as you probably saw in that clip there, light up when you have the effect on, so you can see at a glance what you've got on and what you've got going. I was expecting these to feel really fiddly, but just somehow they're not. They're just really easy to get even big, kind of Rottweiler paws like I've got around them. As I say, it's an all metal construction, feels really substantial, and it feels like it's built to last. Another nice little touch, I think, is this is the power adapter. Let's just look and see how long this wire is. Here, it keeps going and going and going and going until you get to the end of it there. That is plenty long enough to reach from like where the mains outlet is at the back of the stage right to the front of the stage. Somebody's thought about what guitar players actually need and acted accordingly. I think that is a really, really nice touch. Yeah, so the Sonic 8 Rock Stage, very, very impressed with it. Sadly, I won't be keeping this one. I bought this for someone else, and the agreement was that it would be coming to me so I could do a video on it, and then I'm going to be sending it on to them. But you know what? For about 65 quid, it's not worth not having one, so I think I might just be getting one for myself in due course. So there you go, folks. That is my initial first impressions of the Sonic 8 Rock Stage pedal board. Very, very impressed. And if you're looking for, a really easy to use, intuitive, good sounding and affordable effects board, then you can't do much better than this, I would say. So there you go, folks. That's pretty much it for today. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've found it useful and informative. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? If you're interested in supporting the channel, all the links are downstairs in the description. So, feel free to click on some of those. And much thanks to anyone who's already doing that. And thank you in advance to anybody who's thinking about doing that. But for now, I will bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.